Happy Saturday. We made it to the weekend. It's Vlogmas day 6, and I woke up feeling like if the sun doesn't come out soon, it's going to be a problem. But anywho, it's cold again, but it's December, to be expected. And today is a day for reflecting a full week almost of Vlogmas and the storytelling practices that I'm trying to do. And I'm hoping that you are connecting with this Gen X 50 up story life transition, because I know it's happening to a lot of different people because I've heard your stories and I've watched your posts. So here we are. Let's get down to the nitty gritty and talk about perimenopause, because this body is not doing what it used to do. There's so many things. Anywho, let's talk about it.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bridget. I'm a 54-year-old entrepreneur learning to let go of the past, embrace slow living, and stay rooted in the foundation built through every single struggle, every season. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get into today's vlog.
Oh, look, just when I said that, I'm so excited. The sun's out. Just for a moment. One of my babies can get some sun. They've been cold. So something that's been helping me stay focused and not worry as much or feel anxious as much as I was in the past is really understanding like when I need my downtime and when I'm doing too much. And if I'm getting close to burnout, then I just am really aware and self-conscious, and I say no to a lot of things, and I protect my peace by staying at home where it makes me really happy. The other thing I've been doing is kind of gauging, like we do with our cell phone or our computers. We know when the battery is getting low. So I have been paying a lot of attention to my personal battery, right? If I've done too many people-y interactions, if I felt like I've talked too much and my words just aren't coming together and I have brain fog or all of the things that we're going through right now, feeling just draggy, or maybe even if I just don't feel comfortable in my clothes, like I am not going to fight with myself to put on something, be uncomfortable, feel like I look a mess, even though everyone's going to say, you look so pretty. I don't want to do, no, thank you. So I've been trying to regulate through some of these moments of perimenopause, and knock on some wood, I really don't want to say it out loud, but I'm getting really close. And you have to go a full year before you can say that you're in menopause, and I'm getting really close. So I'm excited about that. But that's a little TMI. But if you know, we're all counting down and we're waiting for the moment, because I'm hoping that this will end and I will feel refreshed and back to my normal self again. And I'm hoping that you are too, so that we can live our best lives, because I feel like it's coming. I feel really good about 54. I just turned 54 in November. So having that big birthday and leading up to 55, which I am planning a wonderful wellness trip for my 55th birthday. And some friends and I are going to Bali, and it is going to be a wellness like retreat, vacation, but not vacation. So I am super excited, and I've been working really hard to save up for that and be prepared to stay for a week. So that's going to be a good way to celebrate half of my life, right? At 55, we're going to be halfway through our life. Knock on some wood and praise God again for allowing us to live as long as we have and to maintain sanity, which is something I really want to work on, because time is changing and we got to keep changing with the times. And I think it's really important. I'm sorry it's so dark, y'all. I've just been talking. Hopefully this is why I was sitting here. Just, my brain, we're talking about brain fog. I sat here intentionally to share some of these things, but I started talking and got ahead of myself. But this is my art space that I've created for peace and for relaxation and for just taking a break, because I work right here, sitting, and I've got this lovely standing desk so I can raise that up, which I absolutely love. And it's so helpful because then I'm not sitting all day, and I can bring my walking pad to put under here if I ever need to get my steps in too. But I've been trying to keep that separate just because when I'm standing here working, I really want to be focused, and sometimes I get distracted if I'm walking. But needless to say, I have this space here to do some watercolor, some painting. I got some really cool acrylic pens for my birthday, which I'm excited about using. And yeah, so this is my disconnect woosah space, and I can turn on a show or watch a YouTube here on my monitor while I'm working here and really just kind of check out for a little bit. So I wanted to share that with you before I find a better space with a better light. Okay, there we go. So sorry. I don't know. I was just running off at the mouth. You know how we just get focused with these brains. So that's what I've been doing. I've been practicing and protecting my peace, setting boundaries, and really being aware of what I can control, which, oh, by the way, this is what I just did. And if you've been following me, you might have seen that I was doing a not drinking at home, because it's so easy to just have a cocktail at the end of the day, and that could be an everyday habit, which I was breaking that habit. So September, October, November, right before my birthday, because I left and I went to Huntsville for a week. Talk about falling off the wagon. Fell completely off all of my routine. I was so distracted because I'm a recovering people pleaser, and I couldn't prioritize myself when I was around so much family and so much activity and so many things. My daughter surprised me for my birthday, so she was there. So I wanted to make sure I was spending time with her. I had been, over the last 3 months, not drinking during the week or at home. If I went out to dinner, I would have a glass of wine or beer or margarita, which depending on, the flavor of the dinner. And I was walking 8,000 steps every day intentionally, getting at least over 3,000 before 6:30 a.m. and then catching up in the middle of the day, like having lunch. And I was really doing some not prepared, pre-planned meals, but I had all the things to make like a great bowl or a salad. And I was looking forward to that every single day. But you know how it goes when you get off track. I was gone for a week from my comfortable space where everything is where I need it. And I feel like my body just said, oh, you don't want to step no more? The app that I used was telling me, hey, baby, you're getting a couch every day because you're being lazy. My sister said, tell that app to stop bullying you. I was like, you know what? They are, but I need it because I was doing so good and I felt good in my body. The inflammation was going down. So some of the things that we can control, we just have to continue to do. So January is coming up. It's dry January anyway. So there's a few this whole month is really left. Today's the 6th. So I can get back on track next week and not have to struggle through gaining more weight or feeling any more uncomfortable between now and January. Instead of waiting to start a new resolution, then I will continue what I've been doing and only have missed the mark for 2 weeks. So if this encourages you, please just be active, be mobile, because the difference in my body between not walking those 8,000 steps, because clearly standing over here is not going to move my body enough. Sitting down, standing, and walking to the car, that's not enough. So I want to encourage you to be active. And if you can't go to the gym or it's not your jam, I used to always love to go to the gym, but now I just don't have enough time because my time is so allocated to my design work, to my clients, to meetings, to showing up for family and friends, and for myself now, because I've been adding in the time to sit at this table and paint and draw and do all the stuff. It's a lot. So If this resonates with you, let me know what you're doing and what's working so that we can share with each other. Taking vitamins, if there's a lot of minnow belly things coming up in your newsfeed, probably, like if you're like me, I tried Gleeful and that's been working pretty good. I tried to stop a lot of that when I was doing the 8,000 steps and regulating my food, because I just wanted to flush out everything, alcohol, all the medicines and stuff that I was taking extra, except for the ashwagandha. Ashwagandha has been really good. And I've been sleeping like this is good sleep. I've been sleeping. I still wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning religiously, like it's clockwork, but it's become one of my favorite times of the day, because it's a time to just woosah, to pray, to meditate, and just connect. And then I eventually go back to sleep. Or sometimes I will work a little bit, get some thoughts out, write some things down so that I can be prepared when I do wake up. Because baby, when you go back to sleep, I don't know about you, but when I go back to sleep, I am so, like, I sleep so hard, and I've been having the craziest dreams, like crazy. I literally saw my husband, I don't know who that man was, but he was in my dreams, and I'm here for it. So anywho, it is Saturday. It is game day. I'm going out later to visit with my friends that we were with last night. Had a great dinner, and I'm excited to cheer on the Tide as we roll. And my best friend is cheering for the Georgia, what are they? Bulldogs. Anywho, roll Tide. Let's go. Happy Saturday. Thanks for watching.